Good afternoon, and here we go again. More money, may I say, more of our money will be, some would say spend, I would say squander, but then again, whenever the government does something, it will do it slow, bigger, and way more expensive. So let's take a start. Government heat pump campaign will cost taxpayers £115 billion. And I say that if they do it, it's going to cost way more, because whenever the government does something, it will cost way more and take much longer time, even taking into account the previous sentence. So this is always a lower estimate. They should say government heat pump campaign will cost taxpayer, in best case scenario, £115 billion. So let's see what it say. Okay, this is about heat pumps, installing, replacing traditional boilers. We need major government support. Will they? Really? I don't think it will. I do think that people will figure out if they need what they need to do. Again, get the government off my house. I think people is smart enough to do what they have to do. Okay? And let the market fix it. Okay, replacing meat, and don't get me. Oh, but it's got. If it's good for them, they will do it. The government doesn't have to. Don't get me. But the heat pumps will save money. Well, if heat pumps save money, why does the government have to do it? Let people do it. So no, the government will only make it more expensive and more inefficient. So let people do it on their own. Replacing millions of gas and electric boilers with controversial heat pumps would cost taxpayers $115 billion in Europe. So the thing is, again, I'm not against heat pumps per se. I'm against the government decided blank slate. Everybody needs a heat pump. Yeah, maybe you have a 5-acre garden. You can afford it. If you live in a 40 square meter flat in London, that's a bit more complicated. Okay, the government has repeatedly suggested households replace traditional boilers with heat pump, but what, to reduce carbon emissions? Why should they again? Why should they again do that? I mean, if it makes economic sense, if it makes financial sense for the landowner, it will make it without the government involvement. If it doesn't, well, they will just take money from the children of Liverpool and give it to the middle class of London, as if as it always happens with all government programs. Has allocated 450 million to its new boiler upgrade scheme. However, the scheme will only allow 90,000 households to replace the boiler. Yeah, the aforementioned London middle class. Extending the scheme is current fund to all homes in the gas grid will cost the public purse £115 billion. And I think that they overestimated. The scheme is designed to subsidize homeowners to install low carbon or heat pump, and migrate, blah blah blah. Mitigating, okay, so, cost these heat pumps can cost around 10 grand to purchase and install, according to the eco expert and advisor. Even with the grand, households will have to spend 5 grand to upgrade, compared to 2 grand and 4 grand for new gas boiler. So yeah, I don't see it happening. Draw from the ground to the air, pretty controversial. Yeah, there's some issues. It's not perfect. They may be suitable for some scenarios. They may be way more expensive for other scenarios, especially the people who cannot afford that. How about the government stay away from everything and remove taxes, remove unnecessary regulations, and it would be more affordable, believe me. Spending, according to Craig McKinley, if apparently still a conservative MP, apparently still has some notions of what being a conservative is. Incredible. Say the cost was way too high for many households. Spending billions on the technology that clearly isn't ready is not the right focus on the government. This money will almost certainly go to the wealthiest household, of course. See, that's still some actual kinda conservative MP, apparently, or some notion of conservative. At the time when our primary focus should be on getting bills down for the many. If there's money available, a wider program of home insulation will be better. So let's not waste our money, the taxpayers' money here. Let's waste it here. Well, so long. It was too good to be true, wasn't it? Yeah. Well, given the times, this is as conservative as you can go, I guess. Okay, and on installation, we have how it was growing, rise a bit, it's slow. Anyway, then if you want to read this graph, just pause and take a look at it. Energy bill rose 54% this month. Yes, don't remind me. Standard variable tariff on default tariff. Energy's been getting expensive. Within the 5G and energy efficiency equipment such as solar panel installation and will attract zero VAT. Well, I guess this is a small step, baby step. Zero VAT. Okay. Baby step, I guess. Saving made on bill will not be able to pay off the upfront cost of heat pumps in all but the most insulated home. And this is the thing. I mean, we don't do anything. I mean, we do. having a more efficient heating, then the heat goes away. But again, it's not. Oh, we cannot spend that much money um, installing heat pumps. We should spend that money insulating. No, the government should not spend that money at all. Leave that money in people's pocket. They will figure it out. People will figure it out. This this may this may be shocking for some, but I have some groundbreaking insight to tell you. In general, people is not dumb. People are not dumb. People are I can say people are really smart for their things. If only you leave them alone. I mean, there's been people living in Britain since when 10,000 BC. I don't know. People have already figured out how to live in this climate. They don't need the government to tell them what to do. And okay, phase out gas boiler because of course. Again, if you have a gas boiler, take care of it. Do it. Do it regular maintenance, and try not to break, because you're going to miss it. I mean, again, I'm not against heat pump. There are many scenarios where they make sense, but as in everything, they do not fit all scenarios. It's not. The government cannot come and say everyone have a heat pump because I say it. No, let people decide. People are not dumb. I know that this is an unpopular opinion, especially in Westminster, but people are not dumb. People are. I'm not saying this is a country of genius, but I'm just saying that most of the population in Britain, in general, is smart enough to deal with the home heating. That's my belief. Yeah, you may find some odd case, some outlier. Yes, there's stupid people in everywhere. Every country has stupid people. There's stupid people of every size, shape, and color. Yes, but in general, I think people can figure out their own problems way better than some bloke in Westminster. Okay, John O'Connell, Chief Executive of Taxpayers Alliance, said clean energy is a laudable aim. Okay, but whatever you say, but the transition must not be done on the backs of families on the lowest income. Okay, it shouldn't be in the back of any family. Before any big decisions are made, politicians must come clean of the cost of green. Yeah, no, they won't. They won't because they don't want you. If politicians come clean on the cost of anything, people will be in the streets. Maybe not. But they wouldn't have. They will get out of job. So anyway, so there you go. Prepare your taxes. Save Vaseline because you're gonna need it when all this, because this is who's going to pay for this. It's not the government. There is no such thing as public money. It's all money that the government takes by violence, by means of violence, and then they decide how to spend it. So vote with your wallet because we all are the market. Cheers.